Hello, everybody, and welcome. I've returned from a little trip from Chicago, and I've come back with more recorded games. And again, it's from the RTSL Clan Tournament semifinals. I did the other semifinals a few days ago, and this time it is UCA versus JSS. Now, JSS, winner of Division 1, they were undefeated, which may be a little bit surprising. They went 12 and 0. And UCA, second place in Division 2, they went 10 and 2. The only games they lost were to F2, and UCA defeated the other UCA team in the quarterfinals and advanced to play JSS, who had a bye. So we will just get right into these games. I'll go over a little bit more about the clans and stuff, but let's get started. Not waste too much time. We'll get to my right thing. Click here, and I think we are ready to go. So recorded games, and we are going to go into JSS versus UCA. The first map will be Megalopolis, just like if you watch the other semifinals, there's two preset maps. Game 1 is Megalopolis. Game 4 will be Highland if we get there. So let's go into game 1, Megalopolis JSS versus UCA. All right, so JSS down here on the bottom right. Okay, we've got Count Von Count as Loki. Our pocket player is Chef as Zeus. And then the other one is Miracle Man, Aranos. So Loki, Zeus, Aranos. And on our top is UC. Oh, we got Magic playing. UCA's on the top. Domintas is Aranos. Magic is Thor. And Matrius is Loki. So 3 Norse, 2 Aranos, and 1 Zeus. Oh, nice little. Oh, could have maybe gotten that hippo just a little bit closer. So I love this map. It's such a big, open, crazy map with lots of town centers. I believe the last time when Dodd played F2, there were no extra town centers. However, just looking at the numbers, I think there's some extra town centers on this map. This map's a little unusual. It can spawn, I think, up to 2 extras. So we should have 6 per team. That's standard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there is 1 extra, which would maybe be this one right here. Because 3, 6, 3, 6. So wait, no. There's 1 extra. Yep, 1 extra town center. So you got the normal 6 per each team and then 1 extra, which maybe is this one. I don't know. Otherwise, we look at the map overall. It's very open. It's usually gotten decent hunt. In fact, whoa, Domitas with a whole lot of hunt over here. Elephants, and gazelle. You got gazelle here. Okay, 2 elephants in the very corner. And some gazelle over here as well. And then each player started, I believe, with a hippo. For some reason, I think Chef killed his buddy's hippo. Not very nice of him. So in the regular season, JSS went 12 and 0, and UCA went 10 and 2, losing only to F2. Now JSS, I said it was a little surprising they went 12 and 0. Though they have really good players, but they aren't exactly super active nowadays. Well, this is a little bit inefficient here. So the fact that they went 12 and 0 against good active teams, I was kind of surprised, but these guys are good. Chef, Miracle Man, and Count were their main players throughout the regular season, and they play really well together. UCA also really good. Domitas good. Matrius good. Magic good too. However, I think maybe most would agree that in the past in RTS League, Magic maybe not the best team player. The opinions vary depending on whether or not people like Magic, but Magic has been blamed in the past for his clan's defeats. So we will see if indeed maybe UCA loses, if people will blame Magic again, or if it'll be for some other reason. This is not random map. This is a preset map. So Megalopolis is designated as the first map. So we had Dodd versus F2, and now we've got JSS versus UCA. So this map, as you can see, you don't start with any towers. However, you and your buddies are all crammed in together in one little spot. So it's still pretty defensive. You also get one large gold mine in your base, as we see here. Each player does. Um, which is 3,000 gold more than a normal mine, which is only 3,000, so this has 6. But the real craziness comes into when you're trying to get out of base food, because the map is just so open and actually is pretty big. Can really get picked off and raided, and as we saw in the other game, F2 versus DOD, there were some big raids that turned the course of that game. But so Domintas will really want to keep control of this side of the map, because he's got his gazelle, 2 elephants here, and 2 more here. That is a ton of food. And okay, so JSS, this is not anybody's map, Ozone. I just answered this question for Surf. This is a preset map. It's a best of 5. Each clan gets to pick one map, so that means there'd be 3 others. The last game is random. Game 1 is... Oh, okay. We got a little bit of attempted maybe harass on here. Domitas is the first to advance, and now Miracle Man advances. Uses Valor. How close is Matrius? He's only 83%. Actually, Miracle should maybe fight this a little bit more. But yeah, this is a preset map. So like going into the semifinal week, it was stated that this will be one of the maps. Okay, Spy was used. Here... Oh, I don't know. Maybe keep on attacking this Villian might have killed her. I'm not sure. Is this... Man, now you're trolling. So a little bit of harass here. I don't really know if that forward Valor was worth it, considering the Herseer were there already to defend. In fact, I'll probably say probably not, because then you aren't getting a Valor on one of your villagers, which, by the way, Valor does make villagers gather faster. Mathematically, I don't know. Ooh, having to protect the gold mine here with a little bit of walling. This is a very forward gold mine. This is very forward as well. Chef will want to kind of wall this off. So it'll be big to defend your hunt. I don't know why he's getting this relic. It's so bad. Because the hunt is huge. I mean, it gathers faster than any other food source, and then hunting dogs also gives it an additional 30%. So you don't want to get pushed off of hunt, and this is very forward here, and is very pressurable. What's up, my man? So the Zeus chef is going with Centaur raids, but his first Centaur is kind of wandered into a pack of heroes. But we'll continue on his merry way, looking to scout down here, and I think maybe just a couple. Oh, it doesn't have Hall of Things. Oh, yeah, you got to keep chasing. Otherwise, the scent could cause those... Oh, we still got more units here. Though these are not the Valor ones, but I guess it's enough to keep the Centaur busy. And we've got the typical Aranos barracks, counter barracks, counter barracks. It's pretty standard. We got one dwarf trying to kill the elephant. And he does have pig stickers, so that makes dwarves kill them faster. And then we even got the Ramillo. Who am I rooting for? Probably JSS, just because even though they by record have the better record, I feel like they're the underdogs. In fact, they've overperformed, I've felt, all season, which maybe if they keep winning, I guess it's not overperforming. But don't get me wrong, JSS is really good, just they aren't very active, so the fact that they're playing so well is a little bit of a surprise to me. Matrius did wall off this entire side of the map, which is pretty good. Doesn't really need to come out here. There's actually really very little resources that he could, realistically gather, so that's why he walled this map off, because he doesn't need to come out here anyway. All the resources they want to defend are down here. The one thing is that Matrius doesn't have a lot of natural resources. He's kind of got the the short straw, so to speak. Oh, okay, so we got, oh, big raid here. Magic lost one Vil, another Vil. He's behind in military production for some reason, because this is just Count fighting him. And Magic is kind of getting smashed right here. And why he's fighting this? It's a pleasure to meet you. You found my channel. Well, yes. I think you're just a bot, though. So, well, thank you anyway for coming, Mr. Bot. Appreciate it. I'm welcoming to all, even the bots. But Magic was very forward with his hunt. This is very greedy to come this far forward. I didn't notice that he was this far forward. Oh, yeah, here comes, yep, gotta get my link in your profile, you're right. And the viruses come after that. And Magic is fighting down here as well, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get surrounded because Count has way more units than Magic. And Miracle Man has grabbed a very early town center as well. Yo, what's up, player? Just reminders to all that are in the chat, including the bot, is no spoilers. Well, where are these guys going? Count is getting a little bit greedy. I think he's maybe coming for these elephants. Did JSS, or not JSS, did UCA scout? Yeah, the UCA knows that they're coming. That wasn't for you, man. It was for everybody. Oh, can get a raid on here. Matrius can, and I don't think Miracle is enough to defend. Remember, Miracle went to town center. His entire army is also up here, so this is going to force those to be idle for a while. And we do have the spy used on this Hersier group, so UCA knows where those will be, but so he knows he's probably never going to kill these vills, so he's just kept a couple units here to keep them idle. Meanwhile, the rest are coming forward to find things to raid, which that's good. And Matrius was pushed off of his forward gold mine. Okay, so he's just sharing with his buddy now. And we have, okay, they know this is being built because of the spy. Magic grabbing town centers like a crazy man. Miracle Man also up very quickly to heroic. Oh, you could surround these. Oh, might get one. Might get one or none. Yeah, it's so cheap that these citizens can garrison from like a mile away. Okay, shockwave to kill, I guess, a few units. It's, I guess, better than nothing. Relax, this man says. Okay, so the initial advantage is definitely to JSS. Magic getting caught hunting. I don't know why he hunted here when he had back elephants. But Count's got a huge army. And, oh, okay. Might catch a few units here. Or all three, actually. Nice job splitting up the Hersier for Matrius, actually. Very nice job. Yeah, we'll catch all three and then run away without taking really any damage. So that was well played. That will help a little bit. The one thing going up heroic, you can see Miracle doesn't have a big army. I don't know. I wouldn't say he necessarily gets a lot of value out of the quick heroic. Maybe he went up to get birds, but birds are so slow. I mean, what's really in this big of a map? You're not going to get a ton of value out of them. Magic does have 3 town centers. Look like he's trying to copy a certain person in the chat and maybe get a Ragnarok, but getting raided on these dwarves here and doesn't even seem to notice. There's been no reaction yet. Oh, now he is finally reacting. Maybe? I don't know. No, he's not. This is pretty poor. He lost like 6 dwarves right next to his town center. And a random shockwave just to keep the units from chasing, I guess. And I'm going to say that UCA is quite a bit behind. Though Matrius is kind of saving maybe the game slightly with his nice raids on Miracle Man. He's now picked off 4 citizens. But Magic losing the early hunt. Oh man, now he's getting raided on the back too. In fact, these were the same units that were down here. They went up here. And Magic really getting raided. so that his 3 town center boom isn't really much of a boom. It's kind of so far like a bust, I guess. A little bit of raid coming down. Okay, yeah. This gold mine is very important. This is very forward. This is a starting gold mine. Look how forward this is and unprotected. But Chef notices, not hasn't lost the Villi yet. Might end up just losing this dude, maybe, or not. I guess. So he made it in just in time. Yeah, UCA got 4 elephants. You're right. That was for how varied the hunt can spawn. Was nice of them to get those. I think JSS got 2 elephants. Yeah, they got the 2 back here. So not terribly imbalanced. And Matrius really didn't have any hunt to go forward to because it was so far forward. Okay, so Miracle Man's got a few birds here. Matrius trying to fight against 2. Well, actually 3. He's fighting 3 here. And really, he's the only one with really much of an army. I mean, Domitas also kind of a quick heroic, but does have 2 town centers, but not much of an army. And Magic is pushed way into his base. Yeah, he's definitely trying to go for kind of a delayed, semi-delayed Ragnarok. But these units are stuck like in the wall in here. It's still doing damage. But, yeah. Count just has so many more units than all the other Norse, and we can see this here is a really nice fight for him, and he's like forcing all 3 to defend here. Does need to retreat now. You don't want to fight 3, which so far he is. What kind of god powers we got? He does have flaming weapons, and there is a frost. And Matrius is up. This is a very bad fight by Count. This is not good. Yeah, he needs to get out of there, and he's kind of lost his whole army. I mean, he's got, I guess, a few stragglers, but they're very low hit points. So that was a bit of a disaster there. I don't know if he maybe got confused. There's so many colors and thought maybe one of them had to be his ally, but yeah, he was fighting 3. Just armory upgrade for Domintas. Miracle Man doesn't have anything. Matrius a few units down there. Oh, Chef, what are you doing down here? Looks like these guys are trying to make farms. First line of eco upgrades for Chef. Count is okay. Decent for Miracle. Not much for Matrius. And Magic just has pickaxe and hunting dog stuff. And okay, decent from Domitas. Now UCA, after that kind of awful fight, has taken the lead there with Count throwing away his army. And Count is trying to pressure here. Man, if he wouldn't have lost his army here, this town center probably goes down, and it still might. But Count is up here. Flaming weapons? No, just Fimbulwinter. Let's see where the others spawn. So we got a spawn here. Oh, this is a nice spawn on this town center. Whoa, these are nice wolves. Because theoretically, I think they can spawn at unclaimed town centers as well. And it doesn't look like they did. So yeah, we've got really nice wolf spawns. And that will additionally hurt the upcoming Magic Ragnarok, because it's killing Villies. And yeah, it has forced a ton of Vills into the town centers. And now Magic is using Ragnarok. 267 pop. That's not a big rag, actually. Let's see how many Villies he had. It's 65 then with the Fimbulwinter. Ooh, maybe only 60 Vills with a rag. So the rag does give them kind of the score edge. Domitas up Mythic Age, but again, not much of an army. 135 pop army. He does have Vortex. Really, UCA has to hope. Is there a ceasefire? No, see, there is even a ceasefire as well. So if things really get hectic for JSS, they can ceasefire and only just hack damage and 2 pierce armor upgrades. And Chef is grabbing this town center just in time. We got a few raiding battle boar. So yeah, I don't think the reg will be enough to win the game, especially because there's still a ceasefire to come through. But we'll see. What is the gold status looking like? Looks like all the gold. Okay, there's a mine back there. Oh man, count is still gathering forward in quite a few locations. I mean, this, if this is found, oh my goodness, this is a lot of vills. 11 vills here, 6 more down there. The caravan kind of leading the way, and here is our first vortex. Miracle Man also has vortex as well. Oh, vortexing to defend his town center though. It's not the best use of a vortex. We might have a ceasefire coming in pretty quick here by Chef. Because he has no, yeah, he has no heroes, or at least if he does, they're not here. So you have the vortex. This is really UCA's hope to win, is the push with the Ragnarok. So we'll see how it's gonna go. Let's look at Count. He has no army though. When Count lost this fight here, he like lost his entire army and hasn't been able to rebuild it yet. Also is really low on gold. Has a lot of woodcutters. And where's the ox cart for these guys, one might ask? It's nowhere. These guys have to drop off way down to this ox cart or the town center. And the vortex units are coming up here. Nice to come up here. Now, where is Miracle Man? Yeah, Miracle Man, I think, kind of misplayed vortexing here. Really should have just allowed himself to lose this town center. And vortexing up here meant he couldn't vortex to defend in the base. I mean, really, against the... Oh, he is getting maybe pushed off of gold. See, he's now had to use 2 vortexes. And Domitas, because of that vortex, can now just move away. And again, Miracle's army is out of position. And we have down here with the reg. This, you know what? This reg might be all it takes to win this game. Because of how Count threw away his army. And Chef does have an army. Decent sized one, but Count has no army because he threw it all away. This is it right here. Trying to mass throwing axemen. We still have an underworld and a couple flaming weapons. Count has flaming weapons which won't accomplish much. And Miracle Man is way up here trying to build stuff. Okay, so yeah, these 2 dryads will protect this. So Count with not a whole lot left. But Matrius almost has nothing too. Like basically right now it's Magic's Ragnarok and Domitas's vortexing, and that's it. And the reg is just about over. I don't know. Okay, here is Matrius's only army. So they're pushing JSS into the corner, but I don't know if they have enough to survive. They might. Magic is already kind of out of his reg, but he does have one. He's got 6. Where do we get? Okay, so that's a nice frost here. So frost has been used here on all of this army. That is 2 armies here actually. And oh, trying to stop that town center, but won't quite. So Count is back up. And the bird just kind of dies suddenly. I want to get the birds, yeah, shooting at the units. And this one Hika might be able to take that town center down. These regs are, again, almost dead. But this one might plow through quite a few vills. Yeah, he's... Oh, Matrix with another Fimble winner. This will hurt as well. And the town center should really be shooting at the Hika. He has only 43% pierce armor. And it's looking very grim, actually, for JSS. These Reg have killed a ton of Villies. But Miracle is still strong, though he's got idle citizens here. Will he notice? Maybe. So we see Miracle is kind of pushing back. Probably should come here next. And oh, he found all the Villies. Yeah, Magic has 7 town centers. And he does, because he's Thor, all he really needs is gold for now. And he can just continue to make dwarves and then use them to farm. Which is kind of what he's doing, yeah. That's all he's doing. And now he's switching to Villies again. And now it's kind of Miracle and Chef for now. And here's our last Vortex. And Matrius has used flaming weapons up on this town center. Miracle does have Vortex. His army is a little bit out of position. He's going to lose probably both town. Well, he might not lose this one because there's not very many Herseer here. Where is... Miracle probably should have Vortex back to save this town center. Because he's got a lot of army kind of spread around that isn't really accomplishing much. And he's going to lose this town center and several citizens. Might lose a couple more. Oh, I like this. The ballista behind the walls to get at the town center. That's really annoying. And yeah, he's going to have to Vortex to get at that. Okay. Kabik with the follow. So that Reg, I think, is enough. Though it was kind of hand in hand with Miracle, kind of getting outmaneuvered with his vortexes. This first vortex on the 5 battle board just left his allies completely open, and that set counting back super far. And now Miracle Man is again, I mean, he saved his front town center, but at the back end lost his other 2, and Count is Thor, I believe. No, he's Loki. Yeah, Count's Loki. Got these vills hiding here. Got Wolves raiding. Chef is still got... Oh, where's the hero, though? Chef is not mythic, and that hurts because there's no Bellerophon. Okay, get on that. Oh, this army should clean this up. Wow, 4 more citizens dead here, though. Yeah, he's Loki. We'll repair your town center, Chef. Repair it. Oh, now he does. Is it too late, though? I don't think so. There's a lot of low HP destroyers. Or maybe. Or maybe. Down to 170, 50. No, not quite. Wow, I guess Chef just knew exactly how much time he needed and let it sink all the way down. So Miracle Man did hold on to this front. He's got this army here, but we've got Magic with raiding wolves, and Miracle really needs to rebuild his town centers. He's actually lost a ton of citizens. 3 here, he lost a ton over here. So like Miracle, he's got an army for now, but it won't, as soon as it dies, it's kind of over for his army. And okay, good, we got the HP. Oh man, I think is he shooting at the wrong Hika? He is, isn't he? The town center is shooting at the healthy Hika Gigantes when this one has like 10 hit points left. And look at these wolves go. Oh my goodness. This is absolute carnage. Wow. The wolves have absolutely decimated Chef's farming over here. And off they go running away. They do manage to get that town center down as well. But Miracle just took so much damage, and Magic is probably... Yeah, Magic is already full pop again with his now 5 town centers. And Matrix with another Wolf Raid here. And the Hersey are trying to keep up, but they aren't. And yeah, show up just in time for the Wolves to run away. And we can see that Matrius really doesn't have a whole lot going for him. He's kind of been at the short end of the straw. That even makes sense, but short end of the stick. And oh, we've got a counter raid here by Count. So both kind of down and out players are doing what they can with the Wolf raids, but these Wolves need to run because they've run into some Ragnarok heroes. And oh, he's not noticing. He's lost all of his Wolves. Well, Count did have some Wolf raids going, and now he's used flaming weapons on... Okay, he probably needed to do this here. The fire giants are tanks, and this will be good. This kind of caught Magic's army way forward here, and maybe we'll be able to push through. But that's a lot of throwing axemen, though. They do a lot of damage from range. This fire giant is kind of running into this corner here. So, and yeah, that's the resign. So JSS is resigning. Just way too much done on the eco. So I was skeptical of the Ragnarok. It wasn't that many. It was only a 62-vil reg, but really what led to that Ragnarok was the fact that shortly before it, we had Count lose his entire army and flaming weapons ability, fighting 3, and then Miracle Man used Vortex to get his army way out of position. So when the Reg and Vortex were about to come here, Miracle Man Vortex to save his forward town center from 5 battle bore, and then Miracle Man being the one with the primary army. I think Chef had a decent army, but it was mainly Chef and Miracle Man with the armies because Count threw his army away. And then the Reg plus Vortex down here was able to clear out a lot of the town centers, which kind of kept Chef and Count from ever like stabilizing. So, I mean, well played by UCA. They were a little bit on the back end, the beginning, but that Ragnarok, and then just coupled with JSS just making a few very key mistakes. The fighting 3-on-1, you just can't do that, and then just getting out positioned on your Vortex. It's almost, if you're using your Vortex to defend, you can't really do it before the enemy vortexes, because no matter where you vortex, it'll be the wrong place, because then the enemy can vortex somewhere else. So you kind of, if you're vortexing, you have to basically almost use it aggressively. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. So that is game 1. UCA with the game 1 victory. I love Megalopolis, though. These games are so chaotic. It's hard to find. What world? UCA play standard. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. We'll take a little bit more look at the post game. Y'all resources UCA actually ahead. Interesting. Actually equal in Villy counts. But ahead Econon, man, this is when the Vortexes and the Ragnaroks coming through. We can see just how many civilian units JSS lost. And same thing, we can kind of... They had the military count edge at the end, but their eco is just so bad. And Magic by the end of the game with his, at one point, 7 town centers. This is the reg here, and then the town centers start happening. And Magic was at one point at 7, which is what allowed the quick return for the economy. So Magic cut it close, but that reg was just enough to kind of start the avalanche of problems for JSS. So game 2 will be JSS's home map, seeing as they lost game number 1. So game 2, what JSS? I wonder what they'll pick. They used to like net it a lot, but I don't know if they'll pick it. We'll see. All I have to do is click the button twice and we'll find out. 1, 2, 3. It looks like met it to me. Yeah, so we're on Mediterranean. We've got mirror teams actually. Zeus, Gaia, and Gaia Zeus. Oh no! Hey, Count is Hades. I missed that. So we are looking at JSS here on the bottom. Well, that helps make things a little bit easier for me. They're on the bottom again, or bottom right. We've got Miracle Man as the Uranus? No, Gaia. Miracle Man is the Gaia. Count is Hades. And then Chef is Zeus. So we've got the Zeus's head-to-head. Delmontas up here in blue. We've got the other Zeus's Pocket. And then we've got the two Gaias against each other. So, you know, it's almost exactly kind of a mirror matchup, just save that the one is a Hades and the other is a Zeus. The reason is, why would you go Hades instead of Zeus in this scenario? I guess it's the value. I don't know. I mean, probably go up with Restoration, so that's the same as Zeus. But the only thing different would be an Earthquake. And I guess if you're afraid of getting in like a late game stalemate on the side, an Earthquake could push through. But I really don't see the benefit in going Hades over Zeus. I feel like Zeus is probably better on most situations. I just don't see Hades being better here. I mean, could potentially do something goofy and age up with Pestilence and use it on docks, but I don't think that is more value than Restoration anyway. And otherwise, the God Path, I mean, could actually be identical. It could be Athena, Apollo, potentially Hephaestus, but I don't know. It's not like it's terrible to choose Hades over Zeus. Like, I would maybe give Zeus a slight edge on this map. But the one thing is Hades does get all that building HP bonus and then also better archers. So potentially better defending if it goes into some late game stalemate, and potentially Earthquake for that kind of sudden push. But I don't know, you can't really argue with Bellerophon and the Zeus Hoplite / infantry bonus along with the Myrmidon. Good morning, Ken Van Mechelen, and welcome to game number 2 in our RTS League playoffs. This is the semifinals, and we are looking at a best of 5 with UCA winning the first. So Magic is Gaia. So Magic ended up with the Ragnarok kind of carrying game 1. Obviously, as Gaia, he has no Ragnarok. But Gaia, very good. Unmet it. It's kind of cool to see Gaia getting... did Magic steal pigs? Oh, he tried to, didn't he? But I think his oracles got killed. And no, he did. You're right. He did. He stole 3 pigs. What a jerk. Yeah, Magic's Gaia, and so is Miracle Man. So the guy over the Uranus. The reason they do that is Gaia is slightly better on water than Uranus. Actually, maybe not slightly, but kind of moderately better. But late game, Gaia is a lot worse. So you choose Gaia with the hopes that you win water. Now, obviously, when it's Gaia versus Gaia, it's kind of a moot point. Oh, Magic is going for a archaic age town center. So we're going to have double ceasefire. Yeah, so he's going to go town center. Oh, they're going to scout it. Use the... Oh, man, he could just wreck this. Well, no, there's a bolt. Never mind. I was going to say you could use a Carnivora and use a bolt here. But, so JSS has vision of this. Yeah, so that's what they're doing, is they're going to do a double ceasefire and hope that by the end of the cease, Magic will have been able to catch up with boats. I don't know if that's the case, though. This is very slow. I would almost be tempted just to use a Carnivora here just to get a bolt out of the way. Yeah, so we'll have a Carnivora used and a bolt. Yeah, that does. I mean, you'd get a couple whacks on it. Might as well use your Scout on the town center. So Magic is gonna get pushed off of Fish. We're gonna have the ceasefires being used probably soon once yeah, here's the first ceasefire. But Magic is gonna be up at 545. There will be another ceasefire that can be used. That would have been awesome if they would have used their ceasefires at the same time. Now the question is, what does JSS do in response? I'm assuming they're going to know, okay, we're going to get another ceasefire here. I feel like they should just keep on pushing with the... Why did he delete that dock? Maybe to rebuild it. But keep making boats. Domitas is grabbing. They're all grabbing town centers. Interesting. So JSS, this is several seasons ago. They used to go triple Zeus on Medit, and they started doing triple bolts on enemy villagers. Like they'd pick one person and bolt 3 villies, and then they'd go triple ceasefire. And it was really frustrating to watch. And UCA is kind of doing the same thing. Now this might be... I kind of like this play actually, now that... Because by the time they get pushed off of water, they'll already have had their 2 town centers for a while. And now you have JSS responding with their own town centers, but it is a little bit late. And now we're going to see, now that UCA has all grabbed their second town centers, they're going to start massing boats. And we've got 3 docks, 4 docks, just 3 docks. So the problem is, for JSS, if you respawn by getting your own town centers, you're just kind of slower. So you're at a disadvantage. I would kind of think like your way to win here would just be to continue to mass boats. But then you also run the risk that the opponents don't make any boats. But like now, JSS isn't going to be able to win the water. And they actually will be at a boat disadvantage because they stopped boats. Bolt on the hero. Okay, yeah, the hero harass on Gaia is really rough when it comes to 2 heroes, 2 Greek heroes, and, well, okay, there's Matrius, yeah. Maybe Bolt? No, it's too late now. Okay, so fight here. Yeah, JSS, yeah, I don't know, I feel like they probably should have... Oh man, he's not even building this town center, Miracle Man is. Oh, that hurts. He's trying to grab 3. Well, 2, I guess. But I don't even think he's noticed. Maybe he is now. Finally noticed that. And count is... Okay, so this is what JSS is going to try. Is they're going to try to rush through Magic. Nice Carnivora here, actually. You always try to use it at the back of the army to get that insta boat kill, and then it's kind of the meat shield for a little bit. Oh no, we're gonna lose a villain. If you're gonna be forward like this, you have to put a manor next to your citizen. And yeah, we do have JSS is getting pushed back on water everywhere. Just because they were slow to grab town centers. Now the hero shows up. I feel like you almost just have to keep massing boats through ceasefires. But then you are just at that risk where there might not be any boats being made, but you have to take the water in this situation, because the main way this works is that UCA is able to continue to fish so they can support the early 2 town centers. And not only are they able to fish, they're also winning despite not having restoration. So yeah, this is nice strategy by UCA on JSS's home map. And and now we have Count as Hades without the Zeus Hoplite siege bonus. These buildings aren't going to go down very fast, and I just don't really fully comprehend the look at this centaur, the use of Hades over Zeus. Again, just using restoration to not lose water battles as fast as would have lost without it. So like maybe if you have Zeus here and you save your restorations to push through Magic's base, JSS might have a way into it, but instead they use both their restorations just to still lose water. I guess they are kind of pushing back down here now, but Miracle does have 3 town centers, and Magic only 2, and Miracle does have the forward town center of Magic's. Yes, F2 did spoilers, I suppose. It's already late, but yeah, F2 is the finalist, and we will find out after this series who our finals will be against. What kind of eco upgrades are we looking at? Okay, just the first couple. Okay, does have the second wood upgrade. That's cool. Oh, the guy should have a bunch of eco upgrades. Yeah, see, Magic's already got eco upgrades, and probably the boat upgrade. Yep. Okay, oh, no boat upgrade for Chef though. Eco upgrades are pretty similar, except for maybe the 2 Gaias. Magic is quite ahead, and Matrius has quite a huge eco already. He's substantially higher than anybody on JSS's side. And yeah, we have this push, but it's not really a push. It's more of just a stalemate. Did push Magic, I guess. Well, actually, no, his gold mine ran out, so he's on the back gold mine here. Doesn't really have many more back gold mines to fall back to. There's actually just these 2. So theoretically, maybe they could do a kind of a goofy gold starve, but I don't know. By the time I think all these golds run out, players will be mythic and will be trading anyway. So, and Domitas is pushing against Chef, who has no army yet. And Magic is already up Thea. Okay, Carnivora gets the insta kill. Okay, this is pushing Magic off of water now. Count can't afford to. Oh, no. You should probably keep running up here, maybe. I don't know. You can't fight this, though. And he is. And yeah. A lot of ranged units, but he's what's 1 boat here. Yeah, he's basically fighting a double here. I mean, maybe could have put the boats here. I mean, I guess he's got them now. Count does. But they're all like shooting at the stupid fishing boat instead of the armies. Well, UCA is economically quite a bit ahead. Chef is pretty far behind. Yeah, Chef is substantially behind his guy. Kind of due to him being pushed off of fish for so long, and also only 1 town center for a while. He was kind of slow to get his second, and Domitas has had 3 for a while. So will this be the match where JSS's Magic runs out? It's looking like it might be. We do have an Underworld from Matrius. That's probably what's going to end up happening is that Matrix will probably end up underworlding, maybe? I guess he could just... It's going to be a 2-on-1 here on land. Man, these birds are just shredding. There is no... Where is Chiron? Hello, AOM guy and Sigma in here to maintain the chat. Okay. Alright, killing the bear. Yeah, Miracle Man's... I don't know why you would build a farm this far forward. Just asking to get pushed off of it. What kind of eco has he got? What in the world? He's Gaia at 14 minutes. And there is no bug. There just are no eco upgrades. Magic's got him. Oh, here's the underworld. In fact, Domitas used it to grab his town center. Ah, nice try, Chef, but you're not quite getting it. This actually might cause a pretty quick end of the game here. There is no ceasefire, but yeah, Domitas can just pop in and out of this underworld here. And well played by UCA. I don't see JSS coming back from this. They just kind of got outmaneuvered, and that was kind of that. The double ceasefire with the early town centers, and they still didn't even win water, and that is GG. A very quick Mediterranean game. That was JSS's home map. So JSS not looking good. It is a best of 5, so JSS is down to the last game, potentially. And oh wow, look at this eco difference. So the archaic town center followed by the double ceasefire turned out to be pretty strong. So obviously UCA had this in mind, and you can't replicate it. So JSS tried to do the same thing, but what were they, a minute, 2 minutes slower? 5, 6, yeah, they were about 2 minutes slower in trying to replicate it. Yeah, that can't be your response. You have to win water by just continuing to make boats during ceasefire. Because if you just stop making boats and then make your own town centers, all you're doing is just setting yourself behind. And that's exactly what happened. They just you gotta push through and win that water, I think, that's my opinion. My opinion as the non-participant is that responding with your own town centers is just too late. If you're responding, you're too late. But well played by UCA. That was a good strategy. So we're going to go into game number 3. Now I have 5 games listed here. There may be a few dummy wrecks. My source for these recorded games. Coincidentally, I brought these recorded games back with me from my trip to Chicago. So my source was in an alley. It wasn't an alley, but it was someone in an alley. So this is how he bundles the recorded games. So we'll see. Came at a good price. So game number 3 on watering hole. So this is UCA's map, and we've got I Kill You Die coming in for Domintas. So JSS on the right side of the map. Oh, redo. I'm not going to name my source, but it may have been Blackadder selling me 5 games no matter what. Redo makes an appearance, replacing Chef. Okay. We've got Redo as, what is it, Ra? No, Isis. So Redo, Isis. Count is a Pocket Loki. Now, Redo is unbanned. And Miracle Man is Aranos. So Isis, Loki, Aranos. You kind of want your Loki to be the pocket. You kind of want your Isis to be a flank. And you could use your Aranos as a flank, potentially. I think it's best to have your Loki as a pocket. My opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, the left side, we've got I Kill You Die is Odin. So he makes his first appearance. He's a flank, and we've got Magic as Ra, and then we've got Matrius as Loki. Okay, so I'm seeing a Pocket Ra. Pocket Ra is great as long as your allies don't die. So Ra late game Pocket, especially on Watering Hole, which is so big, meaning trade routes are so big. Late game is just crazy strong. But what Ra doesn't do is really doesn't provide early support. So for like the first 10 minutes or so, Ra kind of leaves his allies alone. So what I see JSS's way to win is an Ancestors Eclipse push on I Kill You Die with when the guy was a noob, he was I Die You Kill. But yeah, the Ancestors Eclipse push followed with a double or potential triple from Aranos and Loki showing up. That's what I see. Or you could even just do Ancestors Eclipse here while the Aranos and Loki are playing in this base. Maybe something like that. But that's what I think JSS has to do, is you have to take advantage of the Ra unable to help early on in the game. Otherwise, if you don't do early damage, the Ra will just go bonkers. Just Priest Empowerment on the super long trade routes. Do I think AOM competitive is underrated? Yeah, I mean, when you think of the entire Age of series, Age of Mythology, kind of the spin-off, I guess you could say, but definitely doesn't get the love that Age of Empires 2 or even Age of Empires 3 gets. And I feel like AoE 2, definitely a more pure RTS, a little more rewarding for like actual skill. Age of Empires 3, I played it quite a bit a long time ago, but I don't know, over time I'm really not a fan, and it really to me doesn't deserve to have more activity than AOM. But part of what hurt AOM is just the very poor extended edition. Whereas Age of Empires 3 is still using the Microsoft servers from the original 2006, 2005 release. But nothing against Age of Empires 2 or Age 3. Oh, housing in the Oracle here. What a jerk. Okay, well, you know what? Magic put a lot of work into this, so we'll give it the time. Oh! He escaped. He's still gonna die. Oh man, yeah. Sometimes when you have that kind of corners meeting, is like if you spam or even like they automatically walk. Sometimes they can kind of cheat and clip through. But what is this relic? +8 building line of sight. That's okay. Plus 40% villager hit points. Underappreciated relic, the Pygmalion statue. It's a very good relic. Full of Artemis, not so good. Plus 10% villager gather rate. That's alright. It's 24 free food a minute. And I think that's about it. So nothing super crazy, but some pretty good ones. So Watering Hole obviously has a lot of hunt. Ooh, 2 back elephants here. That is juicy. Did he scout them? Oh, he didn't scout them. Will he find them? Here's 2 more elephants. Okay, those were scouted. Alright, count is up for SETI. I Kill You Die is up. What was he up? Okay, yeah. Whatever her name is, Freya. But yeah, Redo is back. So I think this is the first game Redo has played all season. So we'll see. Redo, kind of like Magic, really good 1v1 player. Team game, we'll see. Yeah, you always got to check your bag. What you should know is that you do always get an elephant spawn in Watering Hole. So if you haven't scouted it, keep scouting. You'll find them. Oh, come on. You got to run up here a little bit. So, oh, very forward. Okay, so they're going to double Matrius. And then maybe do an Ancestors Eclipse on him. See, I would have preferred to see this on the Odin. because the Loki will at least have Herseers to combat the Ancestor's Eclipse. But this is, I think this is what JSS is going to do. And we have the Ra taking a very forward. Ra's actually going 3 times. This is really greedy by Magic. This kind of further slows down his potential at helping. Okay, well, why don't you kill the Villi that's almost dead? I mean, oh my goodness. Gotta run these 2 guys back, yeah. I don't think Greek Villies are any different than other Villies at fighting, though, are they? Oh, you gotta... Alright, push through. Which Norse is Magic? Magic isn't Norse. Magic is the pocket Loki. If I misspoke, this is Matrius as Loki. And then I Kill You Die is Odin. And this entire pack of Ulsarks will get countered by the Sphinx, basically. Just don't get him caught. Well, all Villies get attack bonus versus towers. So... Okay, so we have Nephthys coming up. I think the way to win is wait until Heroic get Ancestor's Eclipse plus Herseers plus Atlantean Army on the Loki here. And we do have the Odin coming up to help out. Really, the Sphinx needed to follow the army here. This will distract Count from the triple. And oh, Forest Fire, okay, kills a little bit. Yeah, the Sphinx really needed to follow. This is actually saving a lot of time. So they're pushing that back, but I don't know, I feel like... Good morning, good morning. You gotta get your Ancestor's Eclipse in right away. I mean, if it's Ancestor's Eclipse used right now, or even here, it would just do so much damage because there's not a one Herseer making some more. But this is what you can't do, is that JSS has the huge army advantage because the Ra's just happily booming. But you gotta do something with it. And the Greek barracks unit... you're just so slow. You just gotta swap sides. So really, yeah, that Sphinx not following the Ulsarks. Really, if you would have done an instant Ancestor's Eclipse up here, I think that was the way to go. It's not like it's over, but over time, if you don't get that push. And you got your Rob now booming with 3 town centers. And really, JSS doesn't have the advantage. You're kind of going to lose it because your Isis is only at 1 town center compared to the 3 of the Ra. Oh, did they kill? There was a spy on this army at one point. And now Count is going to find his forward base getting destroyed. This push needs to happen. Because his army is in the middle. Again, Count fighting a double here. This is not a good fight. I guess it's going okay for him, but if your ally Terma are coming back, you might not want to fight, but he is holding off against that, so JSS needs to get a ton of value out of this upcoming Ancestor's Eclipse push. And he's made too many chariots. You need more siege. Too many chariots. If you replace 4 of these chariots with 2 more siege towers, you're golden here. But we'll see. Doesn't have... Oh, and here's the rain to prevent the Ancestor's Eclipse from coming. Man, there's a lot of low hit point ults here. Do we have anybody else coming? So satisfying to watch. Oh, and he's losing a siege unit too. Oh man. See, Redo is playing this very much like a one-on-one. Which is okay, but, okay. Are we going to see the Ancestors Eclipse right after this? We do have these Hersier coming down to help. These Count's army maybe showed a little bit too soon, but there are no heroes here, and we're going to have a... Count has to stay, though. I mean, both the UCA side... Okay, here's the Ancestors Eclipse, but... Oh... Count's a little bit out of position. Like, the Hersiers will clean up on all these myth units before Count shows up. I mean, this will be a winning fight for JSS, but the Ancestors Eclipse push needs to destroy the town center. A little bit of a fight here, but nothing too crazy. Okay, gotta watch out. Get on the Villies. Oh. See, Redo just doesn't have enough siege, is the problem. He's only made 3 siege units at this point. Yeah, I don't know about this, because Magic's going to be at 4 town centers now because Miracle Man is not scouting that. Instead, Miracle Man is fighting here and is going to allow this town center to go up. I mean, this could prevent the... Yeah, just some tactical mistakes, I feel like, from JSS. Needed more siege and needed Count to not be so far away from the Ancestors Eclipse. And this town center just went up. That hurts, because now we've got a 4 town center raw. Not too good at eco upgrades. I'm going to be building that market. But the damage hasn't been done to the flanks enough. Like, Count is only at 1 town center, just now grabbing his 2nd. But they're going to be up against a 4 town center, fully popped out civilian-wise, Ra, who's getting... Now he's getting more of his eco upgrades. And Redo just has nothing. Nice raid here, I guess. So this will help. These vills will all die since they stopped walking. Kind of the helpless, well, I guess we're done. And then they all just stop. And then they try at the end. Well, we've got, okay. Yeah, kills a few farms and a couple dwarvies. But yeah, I don't know if, I just don't think Redo will be able to push through my kill fast enough. We got Matrius with flaming weapons. Count using his own flaming weapons. But okay, return and fight. Yep, there we go. This exchange of flaming weapons probably is a little bit better overall for JSS. But we've got a ton of barracks units running in here. Yeah. Turned out a little bit better. There's more of an army. The Terma and Murmillo army were here faster than the Spearman, the All-Spearman army. Which actually the All-Spearman army won't really do too red hot against this. Well, there's so many of them though. Look at all these little guys. Will it be a 3-0? I'm thinking it's headed that way. But we'll see. Matrius is kind of far behind. Not really sure why. I don't think he got super rated early. But Kill additionally has Frost too. So like, what has to happen here is if I kill isn't gonna push through. I kill, which he's not. This army needs to come somewhere else. So, like, what Redo needs to do is just wall this off a few times and wall this off a couple times and then just send his army up here because Redo has the advantage over I kill, but it's just a stalemate advantage, so it's really not an advantage at all, I guess, if you really want to look at it. Meanwhile, his friends are losing up here because you've got a 4 town center Ra with a forward town center to spam mercs, and now he's getting a market as well, and he's fully ecoed out, and the opposing. Okay, there's a couple priests. Yeah, here are the priests. And now Count is losing that forward town center, which for some reason he grabbed Miracle Man's forward town center and not his. Yeah, Redo just needs... If he can't win his side, he needs to help out, and he's not. And you've got a 2 town center Uranos and a soon-to-be 1 town center Loki. And now he is 1 town center. And the only thing you got going for you is Redo, but Redo is just stalemating. So the best matchup on your team is just a pure stalemate, so that's not good. What kind of military techs? Just the unit upgrades. And why would you use chaos on that? I don't know why you wouldn't use chaos to get like a guaranteed myth unit or something. Okay, freeze the... See, this is just going nowhere for Redo. Like, yeah, Redo is playing this like it's a 1v1, which he can't do. Like, if this were a 1v1, sure, he'd beat I kill, but it's not. So he can't play like this. He can't get into a stalemate. He has to... If he can't push through here, he needs to come and help somewhere else. And we've now got Magic at 5 town centers as a Ra. Not empowering. As Ra, you should always empower your market. And he's not. But yeah, things are quickly falling. And like does he even have any priest upgrades? No, he doesn't even have any priest upgrades. Man, you don't know the size of this thing, but it's fathered 2 children, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah. All that matters is results. And Matrius is stealing everything. I kill is also up reg as well, so... Well, I mean, it's Ra, so you let the Ra boom, but you have to take advantage and smack one of the teammates before the Ra can help. And JSS just didn't have the teamwork that they needed to do that. I mean, if the Uranos, Herseer, and Ancestors Eclipse converge up here, or if there's a little bit better teamwork between Count and Redo down here, they eliminate one of the flanks. But they didn't do that. Well, we have Tornado here, and Miracle Man is fully pushed into his town center. And it's, unless something strange happens, this is going to be a 3-0. And Magic went down a wonder. Yeah, this game is over. Oh, Redo with his own wonder. And a Ragnarok. And Redo resigns. And that is it. 3-0. You don't often see 3-0s in the semifinals, but yeah, I wouldn't even say. I mean, the first game was close. This game should have been close, but on paper it looks like a complete steamroll, which it kind of was. But that's just because there are ways for JSS to win. But their teamwork just wasn't there. You just have to take advantage of one of the flanks before the rock can help out. So like we could see the civvy count, he's at 63. I mean, he's fully civved out at about 12 minutes. When did these games happen? I believe they happened earlier on Sunday. So like today. And we did have a 60ville rag, but the raw eco gets way up there. Military totals. JSS needs to take advantage of the slow barracks units and do a triple somewhere. And just we're never able to do that. And economically, we can see Magic just way ahead, 109 Villi count at the end. Redo has a good Vill count at the end, but it's just so much later. We can see, comparing their two graphs, how much later Redo's was. And yeah, I mean, Redo normally doesn't play with the team. I think this was his first game, and to me it kind of showed. Like, Redo actually never left his half of the map, and that's the one thing you kind of run into when you're kind of either playing, you know, Redo is more of a 1v1 player, and he kind of played this like a 1v1 where all he worried about was his guy. And he got his guy cornered for a time, but never left to help out. And when the best player on your team is just stalemating against not the best player on the other team, then you're probably not winning. And that's what happened. So it's just a little bit of dysfunction from the JSS team, and that resulted in what we have here, which is the 3-0. Well, that's kind of disappointing because I like best of fives when they go to the fifth game. But so what that does mean, though, we've got our finals. I'll put this up. Might I play? You know, it's only 11-11. I might play a couple games. Let me. I'll probably play a couple games. No, RTS. Let me update the. What is the brackets? Or there they are. Let me see if there is a game or two to play. 3v3? Yeah, they look like they're bad, sure. Makes me look good. So let us update the score here with JSS 3. So our finals. Not KS or Mo by any chance? No, me. So our finals are UCA A and F2. So F2 and UCA met in the regular season with a 2-0 F2 victory. But as I recall, those games were pretty close. In fact, I think when I streamed them that I felt like UCA should have won one of the games. They just didn't. So we'll see. It's going to be a close series. F2 versus UCA. And we will have a third place match as well, hopefully, between DoD and JSS. And then there also is the... I'll probably stream the games, maybe, depending on the schedule. There is also a technically playoff bracket for the non-playoff teams. So like the RTSL clans that didn't make the playoffs kind of have their own single elimination playoff as well. So there are some from like the lower bracket, I guess, that we could call it. Didn't Dodd win? No. Sorry, guy. Now F2 versus UCA. The last time there was this TM little player dude, I played him and we had some entertaining 1v1s. So maybe I will. Maybe I will just do some 1v1s against this little player guy. So yeah, we'll do that. So in the meantime, so I'll probably just play like maybe two, depending on how the games go, maybe like two 1v1s and then be done. So maybe if you guys want to see a specific god for these couple 1v1s, throw her in the chat, and I will be right back in a minute. Oh yeah, let's get this Thor, Loki, Ice. We'll try. Thor is probably one of my worst 1v1 gods, but my Loki sucks too, so we'll try that. Let me get on the cam here so you guys can see my beautiful face. And I think we're ready to go here. So, Loki? Yeah. Alrighty. We'll try Loki. Loki for the YouTuber, Matthew Schiffner. And Lord Horatio, because he's a lord, so how could you not? Alrighty. So yeah, I'm back from my little Chicago trip. I got back today. I'm kind of tired. Stayed in a hotel, and the baby did not want to sleep. Let's get this UI out of the way. Get in range. Jeez. You. Okay, my Billy's almost dead. Big deal. Hey, this last time I think this guy beat me twice. Let me move my chat box a little bit here. Used to think this was TSM player. Oh, this guy? No. I don't even know who it is. Some random dude. Yeah, didn't get shot. Had a good time. The kids were a little... It was an adventure at times. Cam enjoyed riding. I think Cam's favorite part was riding on the bus. Like, never mind the cool museums and crap we went to. He just was excited to ride on the bus. Kids are awesome. Okay, well I have a back gold mine, so that's handy dandy, because I am against a Zeus who will probably do mean things to me. All my hunt is over here too. Villagers farm faster. Let's see if I have another one here. I don't think he'll scent rush me because I'm Loki. I think he would do Athena. Just seeing if I have another pack of Gazelle over here. Because you'll either have 2 pack or 1. Yeah, and there's 2. Where does Zebra go? Yeah, we'll find out, that's for sure. I think you'll do Athena. Try to gold starve me, probably. Gotta get comfy on this chair.
Já, tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Skipan. Já. Hver það?
Just kill this thing already, jeez.
Já, ég vil. Skipan, satt. Veiðimaður, skipan. Satt, veiðimaður. Já, samþykkt.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Dang it.
Skipan.
I know.
Já. Hver það? Já.
I do have a back gold mine over there too. Need to make a house. That's not my house hotkey. Oh, did I get pickaxe? Yeah, I did. Okay. Probably shouldn't be making my houses there.
Skipan. Já. Tilbúið, samþykkt. Já. Hver er þar? Tilbúinn, samþykkt. Veiðimaður. Hver er það? Skipan? Já. Samþykkt. Já. Veiðimaður. Skipan? Satt. Veiðimaður. Hver er tilbúinn? Til orrustuslag. Já, ég vil. Já, satt.
Needed to get this other one up faster.
Hver er það? Samþykkt.
How'd I make bills out of my town center, huh? Oh, sweet. Dang it, I really didn't want it on the Minotaur.
Já, samþykkt. Já, samþykkt. Skipan. Satt. Til samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil. Tilbúinn. Satt. Tilbúinn. Satt. Skipan. Samþykkt. Já, satt. Satt. Samþykkt. Skipan. Já. Tilbúinn. Hver er þar? Satt veiðimaður.
Wish I would have gotten Hall of Thames before that.
Hver er þar?
Okay.
Tilbúin? Tilbúin? Skipan?
Oh, sure.
Tilbúin? Hver er það? Skipan?
What's that? Okay. Okay, that fight went pretty well for me. Okay. Heal these puppies up for a bit. Okay. I got it. Jeez. What kind of a noob do you think I am? Ah.
Já.
You're a bot.
Veiðimaður.
Thank you. Get out of here with that crap.
Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Hver er samþykkt? Skipan? Ég vil.
Should I be getting my next, Oh, his coal mine's gonna be down on the bottom, isn't it? Okay, he's got some... I wish I did a little bit better with my hotkeys. How does he not anticipate this raid despite me being in line of sight for so long?
Tilbúin? Skipan? Tilbúin? Hver er það? Grjótsveinn.
Get out of here with this. What's he pausing for?
Hver er það? Samþykkt.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Já, orustuslag.
Já, satt. Veiðimaður.
Skipan.
He's pausing, but he's not paying attention.
Samþykkt. Já, ég vil. Hver er það? Til orustuslag.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já.
Whoa.
Hver er samþykkt? Ég til samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Satt. Já. Skipráð. Til orustuslag.
Get out of that if you can.
Tilbúin.
Oh, I don't really want my...
Skipan.
Já. Hver er það?
Whoa.
Já. Satt.
Dang it. I shouldn't have lost all those guys.
Já. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Oh my goodness.
Tilbúin. Já.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Okay. Well, we'll just do this.
Samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin.
Hver er það?
Yeah, I'm getting heroic. I lost a ton of hearse here for no real reason.
Ég vil. Skipan. Já. Ég vil. Ég vil. Hver er það? Já. Ég vil.
Tilbúin.
Hver er það?
Chop wood.
Já. Satt. Tilbúin.
Samþykkt. Veiðimaður.
Skip. Já. Afráð. Orustuslag. Tilbúin. Já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Orustusslag. Orustusslag. Afráð.
Já. Ég vil. Skip. Til samþykkt. Já.
Samþykkt.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Hver er það? Ég vil. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Til orustuslag.
Já. Hver er það? Ég vil.
Why do I have a dwarf here?
Já.
Ég vil.
I got the wolf hack up because I had tons of extra.
Skipan. Samþykkt.
Til samþykkt.
I had tons of extra favor.
Samþykkt. Já.
Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Hver er það?
Hver er það? Samþykkt.
Tilbúin.
Samþykkt. Já.
Hver er samþykkt?
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Veiðimaður.
Til samþykkt. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Samþykkt.
Já. Til orustuslag.
Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Ég vil. Hver er það? Samþykkt. Já.
Skip. Til orustuslag.
Ég vil. Samþykkt.
What do I care about your restoration? And get out of here. Oh, look at this. Oh, of course he does that. Yeah. It's okay.
Samþykkt.
Eco sucks, but so does his. Which relic is this? Oh, this sucks.
Hver þar? Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Oh, I'm housed.
Hver þar?
Delete.
Tilbúin? Já. Skipan. Já. Tilbúin? Ég vil.
Skipan?
Já, skipan. Ég vil. Hver þar? Hver þar? Satt. Ég vil.
Skipan? Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin.
How about I get my wood upgrade, huh?
Skipan. Ég vil. Hver þar?
Where's this man getting his gold?
Ég vil.
Or is he?
Skipan. Hver þar? Ég vil.
Has he got gold villies over here?
Ég vil.
Because if he did, that would really be stupid. Okay, we're good.
Samþykkt.
Club Penguin update looks weird. What are you talking about?
Hver þar? Orrustuslag. Já. Samþykkt. Satt. Til orrustuslag. Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já, ég samþykkt. Hver þar?
Tilbúin. Satt. Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
Skipan.
Grab this town center because I can and I'm a jerk.
Skipan. Hver þar?
Skipan.
Já, samþykkt. Til orrustuslag. Til orrustuslag. Hver þar? Satt.
You know, I really don't care that he's mining gold.
Hver þar? Já.
Actually, you know what? These guys will run down there. I found this guy's weakness is Loki.
Hver þar? Satt. Hver satt? Já. Skip. Já. Hver þar? Já.
Dang it. Yeah! Look at that, guys. I won with a Norse game. This is good. Good practice playing people who maybe aren't the greatest. He kind of went a little too far forward with not enough army early on, which allowed me to pick some fights and get an advantage early. And then he could have possibly won when he had a large army here and I didn't, if he would have kept on pushing, but instead he ran around here and killed my wall and then came up this way and then got himself caught. So things overall went pretty well. Resources kind of sucked, but my kill loss ratio is okay. A lot of idle villies and idle town centers and all that bajazz. So there's game one. I actually won a game with Loki. Oh, jeez, this guy left. Where did he go? I beat him so hard he quit the game. Just add another one to the list. There. Added another scratch on my wall from the number of people I've made quit the game with the drubbings I have instilled upon their egos. Now what? Alfonso wants me to play with Thor. Look at this. Look at this message. 1v1 nudge me to play. Oh, wow. Well. You guys want Thor. Hey, that's okay, Alfonso. Your English is probably a lot better than my Spanish or Portuguese, whatever might be your normal language. So, props to you. You know, it's always so going to Chicago. I realized why I moved away from there and why I hated living there when I did. There's just way too many people. But what's kind of cool is all of the people with like the different ethnic backgrounds. Like there's just so many I mean, they really aren't even probably foreign anymore because they live in the Chicago area. But like I grew up in a small town, Farmville, where everybody's white, and it's always kind of cool going to Chicago and seeing that there are non-white people in this world. I very awkward. There was a gang of drunken women from Poland. They were over here for a wedding. No, I don't have any problem with it. I like it. Just growing up, all I saw was white people. But anyway, we were out by Millennium Park waiting for the bus stop, and there's this group of women come wandering past, and one of them's wearing the white wedding dress, and the rest are all the bridesmaids and crap. And they ended up being from Poland. And man, there were some. I probably don't tell my wife this, but there were some cuties. And the bride, apparently, she was having random guys sign her dress, so she came up to me and like, "Ooh, this guy has 2 kids." I do. You have to sign my dress. So I don't know if she was like trying to make some sort of sexual comment. I mean, they were all drunk, but yeah, she was pretty cute. And my wife was standing right there, and I'm like, I don't know if I can with my wife right here. And my wife gave me permission, so I signed this woman's dress. She was from Poland and said it was always her dream to get married in Chicago. What a terrible dream. That's your goal in life. I think we'll get into this 3v3. But yeah, there were a bunch of beauteous, buxom women in that group. Not that I was looking, of course, because I'm married and my wife is the most beauteous of them all. But yeah, my wife told me to sign her dress. I was gonna write something, but the pen that they had was so sucky. You couldn't even write. I was gonna write something like, "I hope your marriage turns out better than mine," but I couldn't even get it to write like "congratulations." And then they were all so happy when all I wrote was just "congratulations." Monica, her name was Monica, which also that doesn't sound very Polish to me, but maybe Monica is a very common Polish name. But there. She was a cutie. Good job to whoever she's marrying. She did some pretty cute drunken bridesmaids. Too bad some of you guys weren't with me. You could have maybe pawned some of them off in there because they were all wearing pink shirts that said, "I'm getting drunk." Every single one, "I'm getting drunk." And most of them had already reached that point. Don't know. I guess. Whatever. It really entertained me. And yeah, my wife gave me permission to sign her dress with a really sucky pen. I wanted to write something, but yeah. Monica, well, she's technically from Poland. She said that they all came to Chicago to get married because it was her dream. I don't know. I think if I were to have like a dream destination wedding, I don't think it would be Chicago. Just saying. But whatever. Why do I hate or dislike Chicago? So part of it is from where I grew up. Is that I grew up in Farmville. Farmville, middle of nowhere. So I'm used to the lack of people. And when you go to Chicago, oh my goodness, it's just people everywhere. I mean, and then we had happened to go to the park on the night of Jazz Fest. So we had a few people tooting their horns in the middle of the park and like 5,000 people pretending they could hear. And then 3,000 more just like wandering aimlessly around. And then you have me and my wife and my stroller and my 4-year-old getting lost in these waves of people, and it was just annoying. And the same thing. So the museums are also cool, and it was also cool. So we had free passes to the museums because otherwise they're like crazy expensive. But there's just so many people. I mean, you can't get anywhere. You're running into people, smashing into people. And then the annoying thing is, so we go to the aquarium, which has got all sorts of, exotic fish and animals and dolphins and all sorts of things. We saw a dolphin show. We were all sorts of stuff. And then the whole place, you know what my son liked the most? He liked the stupid little penny machine. You put your penny in and you spin the stupid crank and it stamps some sort of picture on it. And he just wanted to do that the entire time. I'm like, you've got these fish over here from the Amazon. You got dolphins over here. You got otters. You got penguins. What do you want this stupid machine that you can stamp your penny with? I hate kids. Well, you go play with me. Yeah, we need 2 more. 1 after you. He was so mad because I didn't even have a penny. And so he'd just spin it without even a penny being in there. Just spinning the machine. And then I'd pull him and take him over there. And he's like, I want to go back to that machine. I'm like, you're not even doing anything. You're just spinning it. And it was annoying. So yeah, the highlight of his trip was riding on the mass transit bus and spinning that stupid little coin stamp machine at the aquarium. Oh, he did like at one of the museums there was just this huge, like gigantic model train set that had like Chicago, farms, mountains, and then Seattle, and that was pretty cool. And he really loved that. Hey, we got a full squad in here. Somebody wanted Thor. Yeah, you're right. Chicago gets a bad rap as far as having crime. I mean, the amazing thing is though, if you aren't in a gang, you don't sell or buy drugs, and you don't live in a neighborhood controlled by gangs, your chance of being a victim of a crime in Chicago goes like way down. Because let's be real, the only places most people are going to go in Chicago are like the nice places downtown. They aren't going to go to like Kedzie and 35th and all that. So, yeah. We wanted a Thor. All right, we'll do a Thor, and then we'll see how the game goes. Maybe 1 or 2 more. No, my friend worked his hardest to speak some English. Wanted Thor, so we'll do Thor. Yeah, you're right, though, Nolf. That is the great thing about being a kid, is that you can find entertainment in anything, and what should be entertaining just isn't. And we went to the aquarium, or not the aquarium, we went to the observatory, which was all right. I thought it wasn't quite as cool as I thought it would be. But you have all these, space stuff and things. And his favorite thing, the whole thing, was they had a station set up where you could make like your own construction paper little like rocket. And then you'd put the rocket on a little like tube. And then there was like a foot thing that you could like press on, and it would send air into this tube, and you'd shoot your rocket up. So that's what he would do. We made his little rocket, and he put it up there and just stomped it and sent the rocket up like 5 feet in the air, and then kept on doing it. And that was the highlight. Did I go to the zoo? I've been to the Brookfield Zoo before, so we didn't go this time. You're right, same thing. Um, in the past, we have noticed that, again, we go to the zoo, and Cam looks at the animals and is like, yeah, okay. And then wants to go play with the kids on the swings in the play set. So we didn't go to the zoo. Yeah, player 2 is red. Who cares? Yeah. That's kids for you. That's why we don't bother to buy him new toys, because the old toys or everything he needs. Like, in fact, his favorite toy is a little tractor and plow that his grandpa got him like 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago. And other toys have come and gone, but the tractor and the plow have remained the number one toy. This PXX dude is running on medieval internet, so this is going to be entertaining. But it's kind of cool to go to Chicago and just kind of just people watch and such. It also is amazing how much nicer people are to you when you have kids. Like, man, we had people moving out of the way on the buses and the trains so that we could sit down. It was awesome. What is it? What am I doing? I did have one weird dude. He must have been a little bit off on the train. So we went in, me and Cam, and we stood up, and he was sitting down, and me and Cam were standing next to him, and I was like, we didn't have time to sit before the train started going, so I told Cam to hang on, and the guy looked at me, gave me like this really creepy stare, started shaking. Don't say anything else. Like, okay. And eventually, I don't know, he must have got so freaked out with us standing there, he just got up and like moved to the back of the train, and then like he just like kept giving me this evil eye the rest of the ride. It was a little bit odd. I don't know if he wanted to fight me or what, but he knew better. He knew better. Ooh, the Olsberg Wagon. What should I do? What's the strategy this game, guys? Why am I making a dwarf? Yeah, he wanted to. Maybe. Maybe I've been kicking his butt on Voobly, and he's like, finally I see this guy in real life. Maybe that was Green Sea Squash. He was mad that I decayed him, and he was like gonna murder me, and he thought better of it or something. Come on, give me 10 more. Who is this dude? And why wouldn't he 430 anyway? Jeez, yeah, how about everybody shoot the one deer? Not sure why I'm making another dwarf so soon, but I am. Which one is implication? Man, I forget. It might be green, I think. I don't know, it seems like he uses a different account every game or something.
Já, veiðimaður. Skipan? Ég vil.
Oh, dang it. What other relics we got? Okay. 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 Nothing too impressive.
Tilbúin, tilbúin, tilbúin. Ég vil. Hver þar?
Oh, great. What do we got now?
Skipan.
Idle villager. Okay, that's fine. What else is new?
Hver þar? Ég vil. Já, samþykkt.
They don't know what I'm doing, but I'm advancing it really late.
Veiðimaður.
That's okay.
Já. Já.
Get my forward hunt.
Hver það?
No, don't you guys all waste time shooting that thing.
Satt.
I want the one with more line of sight. There it is. I want to age up. There that button is. It's hiding.
Tilbúin. Hver þar? Skipan. Ég vil. Hver þar? Já, já. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan.
Hver það?
Hver þar? Já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin.
Hver þar?
Yeah, you killed my ox cart.
Ég vil. Já. Satt.
He is, though.
Skipan. Já, já.
Should I go back here and hunt again?
Samþykkt. Já, samþykkt.
I think I go over here and hunt.
Hver þar? Ég veiðimaður.
Samvikt, já.
Já. Ara.
Samvikt. Já. Samvikt, já.
Já. Ég vil. Samt. Ég vil. Hver það?
Skipan. Ég vil.
Tilbúin, já. Ég vil.
Já. Samt. Já. Samt satt.
Skipan. Samvikt. Skipan. Samvikt. Já. Jeg vil.
I think he knows I'm down here.
Já.
Skip. Ég vil. Hver það?
Já, ljósveit. Já, ég vil. Tilbúin?
Maybe he doesn't.
Já, ég vil.
Hver það?
Hver það? Já,
Oh,
samþykkt.
Já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
Hver það? Já.
Skipan. Já. Hver þar? Já.
run away!
Skipan.
Hver það? Ég vil. Veiðimaður. Timsveit.
Tilbúin? Ara.
Hver það? Já.
Já. Hver þar? Ég veiðimaður.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone up there.
Skip.
Hver samþykkt? Ég vil.
Já, samþykkt. Já.
Hver þar? Ég vil.
Já. Samþykkt.
Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin? Já.
Skipan.
Oh wow, look at all that hunt back there.
Tilbúin. Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin? Veiðimaður. Skipan. Satt.
Tilbúin.
Hver þar?
Samþykkt. Satt. Til orðslag. Já.
Skipan. Tilbúin.
Should I make another one?
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
He's got Bills hunting forward.
Samþykkt.
Skipan. Já.
Skipan. Já. Ég vil.
Yeah.
Samþykkt. Rás. Skipan. Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já.
Well, at least I'll kill the one that's half dead.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já.
Skip.
Tilbúin. Já.
Já. Já. Satt.
Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt.
See, conventional wisdom had me going down there,
Hver það?
but I'm not conventionally wise.
Skipan. Hver þar? Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin. Veiðimaður. Skipan. Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin? Já.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Hver er þar? Veiðimaður. Hver er þar?
Skipan. Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Veiðimaður.
Where's this guy's?
Samþykkt. Skipan. Já. Orðsturslag. Já. Orðsturslag. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Já.
Skipan.
Veiðimaður.
Well, the problem is you can't eat the.
Já.
Skipan. Já. Já. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Já. Já. Tilbúin. Orðsturslag. Samþykkt.
Skipan.
Já. 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 Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já.
Samþykkt.
Samþykkt. Já. 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 Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já.
Orðsturslag.
Tilbúin.
Orðsturslag. Já. Samþykkt. Orðsturslag.
Til. Já.
Yeah, look at this.
Ég vil.
Hver er þar? Átrás.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin. Sveit.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
Hver er þar? Samþykkt. Veiðimaður.
Já. Satt.
Tilbúin. Já.
Skipan. Já. Satt.
Já. 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 Orðsturslag. Fram fyrir
Já.
það.
Til orðsturslag.
Skipan. Veiðimaður.
Hver er það? Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Orðsturslag.
Samþykkt.
Skipið. Já. Fram.
Burninate them all. Oh yeah, burninate them. Oh, and the shockwave into the trees.
Já. Átrás. Já. Skipið. Orðsturslag. Já. Tilbúin. Já. Já. Tilbúin.
They're still getting flame broiled. Yes. Oh, and this woman too. Get her, get her, get her.
Orðsturslag. Skipan. Já.
Oh man.
Já. Ég vil. Skipan. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Já. 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 Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Skipan. Já. Veiðimaður. Tilbúin. Ég veiðimaður. Skipan. Veiðimaður. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Samþykkt.
Another win. I don't know.
Ég vil.
Já. Samþykkt.
Já. Ég vil. Skipan. Samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin.
Where did these hoplites go? Anyway.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Orðsturslag. Tilbúin. Skipan. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan. Tilbúin. Skipan. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Skipan.
Já. Veiðimaður. Tilbúin. Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Sækir. Skipan. Já. Orðsturslag. Skipan. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Átrás.
Já. Sækir. Fram. Skipan. Tilbúin. Orðsturslag. Skipan. Tilbúin. Orðsturslag.
Get at the hoplites.
Orðsturslag. Já.
Tilbúin. Átrás. Skipan. Veiðimaður.
Já. Ég
Hver er þar? Veiðimaður.
Skipan. Já. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Átrás. Já.
All right, write us down here.
Já. Ég vil. Skipan. Já. Já.
But also, oh, that's just ancestor. What in the world is going on with blue?
Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Skipan. Samþykkt. Skipan. Ég vil. Skipan. Fram. Skipan. Tilbúin. Já. Átrás. Tilbúin. Já. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Orðsturslag. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Já. Satt. Veiðimaður.
Skipan. Orðsturslag. Orðsturslag. Tilbúin. Já, rás. Já, ég vil.
Hver er það? Átráð.
Sækir forustuslag. Tilbúin. Já, forustuslag. Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Já, ég vil. Já, samþykkt. Já, samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Til forustuslag. Til forustuslag. Skipan. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Hver er þar? Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Forustuslag.
Hver er það? Ljónsveit.
Já, ég vil. Já, ég vil. Skipan. Ég vil. Já, skipan. Til forustuslag. Skipan. Já, já.
Já. Samþykkt. Satt. Átráð.
Tilbúin. Sækir fram. Tilbúin.
Alright, this is stupid.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Já, samþykkt. Já, tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin.
Já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já, samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Ég vil satt.
Tilbúin.
Samþykkt. Já.
Skipan. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Skipan. Ég vil.
Don't fight a dumb fight, Yellow.
Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Satt. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Satt. Ég vil.
Raid that.
Skipan. Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Skipan. Samþykkt.
Right.
Hver er þar? Samþykkt. Hver er þar?
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
I will probably need
Skipan. Já. Samþykkt.
more barracks, though.
Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil.
Oh, how would I get that upgrade?
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já.
Ég vil.
Skipan. Skipan. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
God, I made that other wall.
Tilbúin. Til
Tilbúin. Orðusslag. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ráð. Já. Sækir fram.
Já. Samþykkt. Veiðimaður. Veiðimaður. Veiðimaður.
Guys, let me know when those get raided, okay?
Já, satt.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Já.
Hver er það? Hver er það? Hver er það?
Já. Satt. Átráð.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Orðusslag. Já. Skipan. Orðusslag. Samþykkt. Skipan.
Já. Átráð.
Já. 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 Skipan. Já. Já. Skipan.
Hver er þar? Já. Ég vil.
This idiot.
Skipan. Ég vil.
How'd I get more upgrades, huh?
Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Sækir. Orðusslag. Ég vil. Já. Já.
Já, ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan. Samþykkt.
I'm okay.
Skipan.
Skipan.
Yeah, I see that.
Skipan.
Já, satt.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Orðusslag. Skipan. Samþykkt. Sækir
Já.
fram.
Já. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Skipan. Ég vil.
Skipan.
Jeez, I'm glad this guy wasted all his units like that.
Timbursveit.
Já.
Oh, I need to get my braggy upgrades.
Já, orðusslag.
Já. Samþykkt. Já. Fram. Orðusslag. Já. Orðusslag. Já. Ég vil.
Já, satt.
Jeez, Red is just losing all of his units like a crazy man here. Well, let me reassign myself here. Get out of here. Just let the hero get at him. Look at these houses. This is just ridiculous. I'm just gonna...
Tilbúin.
Oh.
Tilbúin? Já, grjót. Já, já. Hver það?
Já. Samþykkt.
Oh, man.
Samþykkt. Ég vil. Veiðimaður. Veiðimaður. Satt.
Já, ég vil satt.
Skipan. Já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin? Já.
Já, skipan. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Já.
Skipan. Orðuslag. Tilbúin. Skipan. Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Hver það? Samþykkt. Já.
Hver er það? Samþykkt. Ég vil. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Skipan. Já, orðuslag. Tilbúin. Skipan. Tilbúin. Skipan. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Orðuslag. Já, skipan. Skipan. Tilbúin. Já.
Hver er það? Sveit. Samþykkt.
Okay.
Veiðimaður. Skipan. Skipan. Skipan.
Skipan. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Já, ég vil. Já.
Not ready for that. Not ready at all. Yep. No. The rage resign. It's really the game probably wasn't quite over, but when you got me.
Hver er það? Satt.
Greek is going great, man. I keep winning.
Tilbúin. Til orðuslag.
Big tree lets you make these units, the Dryad.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Hver er það? Já.
Tilbúin.
Why are they repairing that?
Ég vil.
I might stream one more game.
Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan.
I don't think they would win, though.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já.
I mean, look at Red. He's just auto-queuing mercenaries there.
Tilbúin. Já.
Because I killed... All Purple had was this attack. And I killed both of his town centers.
Já.
Oh, dang it. So I don't think they're going to win.
Já. Samþykkt.
Don't say such things in this chat.
Já. Skipan. Tilbúin. Skipan. Ég vil. Ég vil. Já, til orðstuslag. Fram. Tilbúin. Já.
Tilbúin.
More hunt?
Samþykkt.
Hmm.
Samþykkt.
It's hunt right in the middle of the map.
Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Ég samþykkt.
I'm not even fighting on my side.
Já, ég samþykkt.
Já. Samþykkt. Samþykkt.
Oh. Did I make an ice cart for those buddies?
Já.
Skipan við. Já, samþykkt. Já.
Skipan. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Satt.
Tilbúin. Já, ég samþykkt.
Yep. And blue actually still must have had like resources.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Skipan.
Til ég vil. Samþykkt.
Skipan.
Oh man, look at these colorful things. Whoa.
Hver þar? Tilbúin. Ég vil.
This looks tasty.
Ég vil. Já, ég vil. Já, ég vil.
This yellow's fighting a full-on 2v1.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Samþykkt.
I see, I see.
Ég vil. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Hver þar? Skipan. Samþykkt.
Does he still have ceasefire? No.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Skipan. Sækið tilbúin. Já. Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Skipan. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, já, já.
Hver er það? Samþykkt. Sveit.
Oh yeah, good.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já, já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan. Samþykkt. Skipan. Já. Tilbúin. Tilbúin.
Oh.
Ég vil.
Ég vil. Já, samþykkt.
Hver er það? Samþykkt. Ég vil. Timbursveit.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Ég vil. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já.
Just wait, just wait.
Skipan. Samþykkt.
I will get it. Need to delete all this stuff.
Já, já. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Skipan. Samþykkt. Já. Já. Rás. Tilbúin. Sækið tilbúin. Já, já. Skipan. Já, já, já.
These chariots doth melt. They wouldn't even let me kill it. Oh yeah. Dude, it was over. You were playing awful, Red. I mean, what in the world is all of this? Jeez. You did nothing all game. Question mark, man. You had 6 town centers and you were still doing nothing. Hey, you quit a little early. He could take the heat.
Já.
Look at all these upgrades. Call of Valhalla. Swinery. What a stupid name. We saved old Bluey. Bluey from Chewy. Yes, I had the worst eco. Success. The kill loss is probably okay. Whoa, yellow with the big kills. Oh yeah, 215 killed, 140 lost. Yellow with the economies. Red doing what an Egyptian economy shouldn't do at the end of the game, which is get worse. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, once it gets to this point here, there's no point in fighting this. That's why I went to the other side. Because this isn't... I'm not going to do anything against all this. Jeez, look at that. Hey, this snake was killing villies. Didn't even know. Alright, one more game. Which got for this last one? So far is just be wins. Yeah, yellow would just, he ecoed up and then just held the bottom. That's all he needed to do. And he also was up at the top. So yellow did better than their pocket. And generally the pocket is the most important player. And just because the pocket has a high score doesn't mean that he was really doing anything. Kronos? Well, okay. Kronos it is for the last game. Hey, look, I got a notification on my broken phone screen that Chrono JJ is live. Oh, that reminds me. Let me change my stream name since it's no longer RTS League. There we go. Rusherito played like he was eating. Alright, Kronos. So what do you guys want me to do as Kronos? Yeah, that set shifting sand sure sucked. Remember playing the original Age of Mythology? Such a good game. It's done well. Not as active as it would be liked, but there's still people playing. It's still fun. And that's all that matters. Kronos on Painted Desert. Do I do a 330 rush? I feel like no. I should have. It's too late now. I should have done a 330. They're more fun. Well, okay, there's some elephant. Goats. Yeah, but it's Kronos, your kind of whole point in your career is to not play safe. More goats.
Bureg, Osto, Yuji, Lost.
Skopo, Schlost, Schwest. Yuji, Mos Intem.
Bureg,
What's my opinion on the expansion versus the original? Well, the expansion for me is pretty laggy. Or do you mean, oh, you mean the Titans? Well, the game probably played better on AOM pre
Herr Joes. Yuji,
Titans. Or do you mean that?
Mos
Okay.
Intem. Mos Intem.
The extended edition.
Schloss, Mos
Oh,
Intem.
Titans versus the original.
Osto, Mos Intem.
Titans was a lot more. I mean, in some ways it was okay because it did introduce more strategies. Because the original was pretty much
Skopo,
Egyptians fast heroic for the most part and raided, and then you had Thor raid, Poseidon raid. So the expansion kind of multiplied the number of strategies, but some of them, like the booming aspect and then auto queue and such, kind of dumbified the game down a little bit, I suppose you could say.
Skopos, Mos Intem. Skopos, Yuji, Lost.
And the Atlanteans kind of felt a little bit like they were just kind of a hodgepodge
Bureg, Yuji.
Skopos,
civ that was put together, kind of like the last second kind of a thing.
Skopos,
But it's alright. I mean,
Schwest.
the original has kind of a certain allure to it because it's a lot more cutthroat. And this one, a little bit more variety, but also kind of at expense of skill. It's more of a
Bureg, Dia,
this is more of macro. You're just kind of generally doing, you know, hold on.
Bureg, Yuji, Best.
Skopos, Yuji. Skopos, Mos Intem.
Jos, Mos Intem.
Bureg, Mos Intem. Skopos, Schwest.
Where's my other one? There it is. Like in this game, and especially in like team games, a lot of times all you need to do is just grab a town center and just kind of boom. And you'll be okay.
Skopos,
I think I'll put some pressure on his gold mine.
Skopos, Yuji. Yuji, Ma.
Yuji. Skopos, Mak. Herr Jos, Bureg, Mak. Yuji, Yuji. Yuji, Skopos, Herr Jos. Bureg, Mak. Osto. Yuji, Mak. Osto. Eporofras. Skopos.
Dang it, I should have.
Yuji, Yuji.
Yuji, Mak.
Osto, Dia.
Herr Joes, Schloss.
Yuji, Bureg, Mak. Bureg. Skopos, Mak.
I think he's probably getting that town center.
Bureg.
Or this gold mine. Found you again, buddy.
Skopos, Yuji, Herr Jos, Skopos.
Yuji, Mos Intem. Schloss. Herr Joes. Bureg, Yuji.
Well, kill the units here.
Yuji, Schwest. Yuji.
Herr Jost.
Burek. Yuji. Mos intem.
Burek. Mak.
Mos intem.
Oh, what is going on down here? Wish I wouldn't. Oh wow, he's almost dead.
Herr Joe's.
Your dad introduced you to it? It's kind of cool.
Herr Joe's. Yuji. Fest. Osto. Mos intem.
Oh, I'm housed. Holy smokes.
Herr Jost. Herr Jost. Mak. Skopos. Skopos.
Herr Joe's. Burek. Yuji.
Skopos. Skopos. Burek. Skopos.
Okay, as soon as I get 2 more.
Burek.
Oh, there's his next gold mine.
Burek. Burek. Mak. Skopos. Mak. Skopos.
I'm gonna grab a town center, I feel like.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Into Mak. Yuji.
Yeah, I don't know. Vubli, you can play it on
Burek. Mak.
AOM. There is something weird with it, though.
Also.
Oh, hello. Wow, this is some lag.
Burek. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Eschloss. Yuji. Into. Burek. Yuji.
Wow, this is really, really laggy. What's he making? An armory?
Yuji. Skopos. Yuji.
Why would you need to play it online, though? Why wouldn't you just play it? I have a feeling some. Oh, there's some more on mine. So this is Kronos' time shift, is that he can spend a little bit of resources. It's like 5 for most military buildings, and they can be transport. I can transport him across the map. So it's pretty awesome. I guess seeing as Blue's taken up, wow, all of my other hunt so far, why wouldn't he take more, huh?
Skopos. Burek. Herr Jost.
Burek. Osto. Yuji.
Herr Jost.
I have an almost dead bill.
Diat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, how would I get that? Man, it is really laggy right now. Holy crap. Whew, it is laggy. I like these walls, and they just kind of stop right here.
Skopos.
Blue's doing pretty decent. Green is sucking it up.
Skopos. Yuji. Herjos. Yuji. Schloss. Skopos. Herjos.
Oh, the ceasefire.
Mure, Yuji.
Skopos.
Need to build this. Yeah, the EE leg is unfortunate. I think when they made the
Herjos. Yuji.
when they made the game, they kind of screwed it up. Obviously.
Mos intem. Bure. Osto.
I don't know what it was. Something happened. Yeah, I know. They are there.
Yuji. Diat.
Oh, I can't time shift right now.
Mos intem. Yuji. Yuji.
Come on. This raid is doing some work back here. Oh, he's back. Wow, this leg is pretty impressive. Okay, cool. Viewer resigned. Okay, well that was another demolition. A very leggy demolition, but a demolition nonetheless. And now he disconnects. Well, after that final demolition of the night, we will call it, demolished him so hard he had to pretend that his internet dropped and then made the game go out of sync. What a jerk. I drink to that. I think I'll let him do. Oh, alright. This cat needs a new internet. He needs something. Yeah, Leggerito. I like his inefficient shifting sands usages. Those are really pretty creative. And his entire army here shooting at my counter barracks. I like it. How many bills could he fit on one gold mine? Alrighty, well that'll be the night tonight. Oh, look at his eco. Wow. This gold sucked. That'll be it for tonight. So thanks for watching. We got the RTS League games in earlier in the stream. And now we got a few games with me winning. And I might be back tomorrow, or I'm not sure. We'll find out what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I might at some point this week stream a little bit of the original Legend of Zelda with no interaction. So I signed up for a Zelda tournament where you play against other people and randomize seeds. And you're not supposed to like talk to people or read your chat. So I might do that, and then it'll be just like an entirely boring stream, but I'm required to do it. What are all these messages? Nothing at you. But that is neither here nor there. So I am caught up to, well, there's still some recording games I might stream, but we'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. That guy, Rusherito top lagger. Yes, he is. Is he on here, or did he run all the way off of Oobly? He sure ran off of Oobly, didn't he? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you guys later. So, bye for now.